What's up, guys? Quick update, hopefully quick. I had a question about the radiator. I can't say that word, sorry. This is a 24 wide by 16 inch tall. Got it from Summit Racing. It's got an 1.75 inch inlet and outlet. You can see my flex hose silicone coupler area here. Looks like a hardware store, but that's what it needed, so that's what I did. I don't really care what it looks like as long as it's functioning. Got I think it's a 14-inch fan on there that's wired up with a relay that the Megasquirt 3 Pro, you can kind of see the box there, that controls the fan relay. So basically it grounds the fan relay and then turns the fan on when your coolant temperature is at the value that you set it. I'm going to need to get more air to it, obviously. I don't really want to cut the hood, but I might need to. I'm probably just going to drill some holes in the front here, try and make it look clean, or cut a scoop underneath it or something. But so hopefully that answers your question about that. I've got flex hose, stainless flex hose running down to the hard line under the car. Same thing on this side. Down in there you can see the clamp. It runs down to this other line here. You can kind of see the tube hanging down, and I just used conduit clamps and then wrapped them over this lip here. So they are attached with screws as well into this lip. You can see that one screw there. So that's how I did that. Got some goofy little tires on the back. There we go, focus. The drag radials I was running actually would touch the fenders when I sat in the car. Yeah, I know I'm a little fat, but whatever, it shouldn't be that bad. So put these on it. They're the same as what's on the front. I think they're 205/50/15s. And these are 8-inch wheels, so there's a little bit of wheels or tire stretch there. So not bad, it looks decent, I think. Aside from I could probably fit my head in this gap, but we'll have to work on that later. Rear apron, it just mounts to the fenders. Fenders are mounted. I had to notch them just a hair there and there. Doesn't look the best, whatever. I don't care as long as it functions. I did put the fender beading on right here. What else? Got the superb LED lights. I'm going to run a trailer wiring converter if I can figure out what all these wires are in here. Got a little mess there, so I'll have to figure out what wires go where. These will be the stop, tail, and turn. It's not going to have reverse lights yet, probably until somebody hits me while I'm backing out, but whatever. It does start and run. Here's the fuel filter. That's a Subaru WRX fuel filter. This is the intake air temperature sensor, which broke out of my intercooler due to this stupid PCV line. It's hard plastic, so I'll probably just cut it back here and just run a piece of hose down to the valve cover. Throttle cable's connected. This is what I mean about creativity here. So a lot of people ask me how I do stuff. Well, it doesn't really matter how I do it, because if you have any kind of creativity or thinking of your own, you can come up with stuff like this. You just got to figure out what you need it to do and then work through it and figure out the problem. Now a lot of people might think this isn't going to work. It does work. It's fine for me. If you don't like it, come up with something better. Or you might just want to come up with something better anyway. So I don't really care. If you don't like my work, that's fine. It works for me, and a lot of people try and copy it, so I think I'm doing something right there, but whatever. Sorry for that rant. Anyhow, but yeah, this is just a bracket from a Subaru. I think it came off the turbo somewhere on this engine. This is out of an old strut tower brace from some random car. This is an extra piece of exhaust pipe I had for the intake. The filter's kind of ricey. No slander intended there. It's just been a term I use. Get over it. Anyway, it's kind of cheesy. We'll put it that way, I guess. But it actually is going to keep water from getting into my intake, so I'm okay with that. Electronics board, Megasquirt LC2 wideband controller, fan relay, fuel pump relay, fuse block. This relay just kind of hanging out. It's for the LC2. Giant blow-off valve, heater core bypass hose is right here. I was talking about that in one of my other videos. This phone sucks, sorry. You can kind of see it here. You probably all just want to hear it run, so I'll stop yakking. Got the seats in too. Tack mounted, needs a little bit of support. Boost gauge. That was the fuel pump priming, and we'll start it. Let's see if it starts. Idle's a little high, and it doesn't like to rev either until it's warmed up, but let's see if it'll start again. The exhaust note's pretty nice. So, sounds pretty mean. It sounds really different from what I've ever heard a Subaru sound like. It's probably due to the twin scroll turbo setup. It's just a weird sound. I've never really heard something like that, but it sounds pretty good. It sounds mean as hell when you get on it, when it's loaded down, but there you have it. It's off to the dyno next. Gotta just patch up a few things, and hopefully the next video you see is me dynoing it. Have a good one. Thanks for subscribing.